हॅलो डिअर स्टुडंट्स, कालच्या व्हिडिओमध्ये आपण कवितेचा अर्धा भाग शिकलो. कवितेचं इंट्रोडक्शन आपण पाहिलं. आज आपण कवितेचा उर्वरित भाग शिकणार आहोत. सो ओपन युअर बुक्स ऑन पेज नंबर 95. सी लाईन नंबर 13. I do not want the constellations any nearer. So let me remind you yesterday's part that the poet is very confident. He says that I have not complaining attitude and that's why I have the ability to be successful in my life. Now the poet further says, I do not want the constellations any nearer. Means what? The poet says he doesn't want constellation, that is any lucky star or any powerful person. He doesn't want any luck. He says, I know they are very well where they are. They are means what? Stars and planets. Here they refers to the words as stars and planets. The poet says that they are very well where they are. Means what? He says stars and planets are at their better place. No need to change their place. They are enough for those people who belong to them. I know they suffice for those who belong to them. Suffice means what? Enough for something or somebody. So the poet says that these stars and planets are enough for those people who belong to them. The poet is not superstitious. So he says that I don't want any luck. I don't want lucky stars or powerful people behind me. See, the last stanza is given into bracket here. This symbolizes inner world. Into bracket means what? The poet here explains two words, outer world and inner world. So, inside of our heart we have memories. See, this stanza is given into bracket. Still, here I carry my old delicious burden. Old delicious burdens means what? Sweet memories of the past. The poet says that I carry with me old delicious burdens. I carry them, men and women, and I carry them with me wherever I go. The poet says that inside our heart we have memories of our people. We carry with us these memories. The poet calls us sweet delicious burdens, sweet delicious memories of the past. So the poet says, I carry men and women wherever I go in form of memories. As I carry these people with him. Actually, he is not carrying these people as men and women. That means he wants to say that he carries memories of those people. And so he says, I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. I swear means what? He is sure that it is impossible for him to live without those people because he wants those people. He always wants those people. I am filled with them and I will fill them in return. See, the poet says, I filled with them. Them means what? These people. Our people. The people who the poet loves. Sweet memories of those people. They will fill my hearts by good things, by good memories. And the poet says, I will fill their hearts with memories by doing something good in return. Means the poet will do something good and he will fill their heart with good memories in return. So this poem was written by Walt Whitman, a well-known poet. The poet has used throughout the poem a democratic value, and democracy means the poet wants to say that everyone is free, everyone is joyful, and if we have set our journey, we have to be very confident about that we are going to be successful in our life. So students, now I am going to explain the figure of speech. See, in the first line, Aloof and light-hearted, I take to the open road. In this line, the figure of speech inversion is there because the line is not in correct prose order. Then line number 3, the long brown path before me leading wherever I go. Open your books on page number 94. You can see line number 13. The long brown path before me leading wherever I choose. In this line, the figure of speech is alliteration. The letter L is repeated twice, so this figure of speech is alliteration. Then line number 5 and 6. Henceforth, I ask not good fortune, I myself am good fortune. In these two lines, good fortune, this word is repeated. So this figure of speech is repetition. Then line number 9. Done with indoor complaints, libraries, querulous criticism. Two figure of speech one figure of speech is there, tautology. Means what? Both the words have same meaning. Complaints and querulous. These words have same meaning. So this figure of speech is tautology. Then in the next line, line number 11. Strong and content, I travel the open road. In this line, inversion, this figure of speech is there because the words are not in correct prose order. Then let us come on page number 95. See, you just count the lines 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Line number 16 again. Still, here I carry my old delicious burdens. In this line, the figure of speech is paradox. Means what? Opposite meaning is given here, old and delicious burden. Then next line, line number 17. I carry them, men and women, I carry them with me. Carry, this word is repeated twice. So this figure of speech is repetition. Then in the last line also, there is repetition figure of speech. I am filled with them. I will fill them in return. So the words are repeated, fill twice. So this figure of speech is repetition. So this figure of speech we studied in this poem. So in the next video we will move to the next poem. You can solve brainstorming question answers in your notebook. So goodbye students.